is dairy bad for you? Or good? The milky, cheesy truth is that dairy products are controversial these days. They are cherished by the health organizations as an essential food for bone health. But other experts disagree and think that dairy is harmful and should be avoided. Of course, not all dairy products are the same. It depends greatly on how the cows were raised and how the dairy was processed. Also, as it is with most things in nutrition, the ultimate health effects depend on the individual. The main carbohydrate in dairy is lactose, a milk sugar that is made of the two simple sugars glucose and galactose. When we're infants, our bodies produce a digestive enzyme called lactase, which breaks down lactose from mother's milk. But many people lose the ability to do that in adulthood. In fact, about 75% of the world's population is unable to break down lactose as adults, a phenomenon called lactose intolerance. People who are lactose intolerant have digestive symptoms when they consume dairy products. This includes nausea, vomiting, diarrhea and other related symptoms. However, keep in mind that lactose intolerant people can sometimes consume fermented dairy, like yogurt, or high-fat dairy products like butter. Dairy products are very nutritious. The milk contains all the proteins, fatty acids and micronutrients needed to nurture a growing calf. Given that human muscles, cells and organs are similar to a calf's, it makes sense that dairy products are also a good source of nutrients for humans. Calorie for calorie, whole milk is actually quite nutritious. It contains a little bit of almost everything we need. Of course, there are many different types of dairy. Fatty dairy products like cheese and butter have a nutrient composition that is quite different from milk. Cows that are raised on pasture and fed grass have more omega-3 fatty acids and up to 500% more conjugated linoleic acid. Grass-fed dairy is also much higher in fat-soluble vitamins, especially vitamin K2, a nutrient that is incredibly important for regulating calcium metabolism and has major benefits for both bone and heart health. Keep in mind that these healthy fats and fat-soluble vitamins are not present in low-fat or skimmed dairy products, which are often loaded with sugar to make up for the lack of flavor caused by removing the fat. In fact, most mainstream health organizations recommend that people consume 2-3 servings of dairy per day, in order to get enough calcium for the bones. But many experts don't think this is a good idea because countries where dairy consumption is low often have low rates of osteoporosis, while countries that consume lots of dairy, like the US, often have high rates of osteoporosis. However, this does not mean that dairy causes osteoporosis. There are many other differences between these countries. The best dairy products are full fat, from cows that are grass-fed and or raised on pasture. They have a much better nutrient profile, including more of beneficial fatty acids and more fat-soluble vitamins, particularly vitamin K2. Fermented dairy products like yogurt and kefir may be even better. They contain probiotic bacteria that can have numerous health benefits. A lot of people also swear by raw dairy products. That is, dairy from milk that hasn't been pasteurized. A process that may have some adverse effects on the taste and nutrient composition of the milk. When it comes to dairy, there are no good answers that apply across the board. The health effects seem to vary greatly between individuals. Some people tolerate dairy just fine, others have mysterious symptoms when they consume it, and yet others can't tolerate conventional dairy but feel awesome with raw dairy products. If you tolerate dairy products and enjoy them, then by all means eat dairy. There certainly is no compelling evidence that people should avoid it. Just make sure to choose quality dairy. Preferably grass-fed or pasture-raised and full-fat. Low-fat dairy, which is often loaded with sugar, seems to be a bad choice overall. The main metabolic benefits of dairy are due to the fatty components. By the way, don't forget to like this video, and subscribe to our channel. And if you are interested in a new revolutionary diet plan, check the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, have a wonderful and positive day. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments below, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Much obliged.